Okay, so here we go, ESK8CON, technically day one of the official event. Shout out to Mboards for putting this all together. This is easily the biggest electric skateboarding event in history. So not only do we have different riders from across the globe, but we also have different vendors coming from China and Australia and all kinds of different countries just to network and show us their products. Now, I took a few practice laps before the time trials. I'm not going to really talk much about the racing aspect of things for this video. It's going to be more on the next video. This is more about just ESK8CON opening up in general, showing the scenery to you guys, a couple insider things that haven't released from certain companies, and of course demoing some new boards that aren't released yet. As for the time trial results, I did place an advanced class, which is one below the pro, which is a little nuts to me, but I'm here for the experience and to have fun. So let's start with the Mboards. They have quite the new lineup. They have the Interstellar 2.0, then they also have the Interstellar with the 14S battery pack in collaboration with Radium 6384 motors. I also do want to point out the Mboards tent was definitely the best presentation at ESK8CON by far. I really love to see when a company is well put together. They have all their products on display, gear, boards, and of course their employees to answer all questions. So the Endurance 2.0 Plus is the one I rode. That is packing a 14S AP, collaboration with Radium 6485, 205 kV motors, pushing 120 amps per motor. They're also offering 3 different deck setups: a forged carbon fiber with a glossy finish, a matte carbon fiber, and a snakeskin carbon fiber. The deck has grown a total of 1 inch, adding half an inch to the shoulder / neck area provided clearance for the 7-inch Nova tires. It has in-housing CNC heatsink that incorporates motor controller and the BMS. In-house CNC back panel for power / motor cables as well. The board also comes with the Nexus reverse kingpin trucks that are made in-house from Mboards that are also utilizing riptide bushings. The top speed on the 2.0 Plus is about 43 miles per hour. Endurance will also have a basic version packing a 12S AP without the Radium motors. It also will come with the Nexus trucks and Nova tires. I don't know the pricing for both boards, but obviously the 12S AP basic version will be cheaper than the 14S Radium version. Mboards is planning to release this board by the end of June, but it's still not 100% definite yet. Now, I love my current Endurance. It's the 1.0, but it's a very late model, so it has the updated ESC, the heatsink, and of course the motor mounts. What I don't like about the 1.0 is the deck is extremely flat and the acceleration could use some work right off the line. With the 14S version, you don't have to worry about that. It has plenty of power off the line. Now this 2.0 version, deck is still flat, it's just a little bit bigger, so that's really personal preference. Now I couldn't really push the carve hard on this board because it would have wheel bite. I'm hoping it was just because it had super soft bushings on there. As for this Flow State Fishbone, this is packing a 12S AP, Mboards by Radium 6485, 173 kV, running 150 amps per motor. Newbie 4GS gear drives, 7-inch Nova tires on NBS XL hubs. The top speed on this setup is about 40 miles per hour, and the range is estimated from 40 to 60 miles. Now with these Fishbone decks, you can have them build a customized complete setup for you, or you can buy the deck and enclosure by itself. Now this is a cool setup, and it reminded me of the La Croix Prototipo, which is basically the only channel truck setup that I actually like, and this is very similar. This was a little more chunkier and heavier though, given it had a bigger battery, bigger tires, and wider trucks. So if you're one of those people that really want a La Croix Prototipo, but you can't get your hands on them because they don't make them anymore, and you want something with more power and more range, just hit up Mboards. Now let's talk about the Propel tent. They had all their employees helping out all the customers, answering all the questions, and they had all their products there. Of course, they were debuting the brand new Rockus. The brand new Rockus has this newly innovated ADT hydraulic dampening anti-wobble design trucks. Now, not only has no one done this before, but it's also adjustable. The enclosure is beautiful, the trucks is beautiful, the dampening system is beautiful, and most of all, what I personally like the best is the deck. Everybody's going crazy for these anti-wobble truck system, and in my personal opinion, I actually really love the deck. As soon as you step on this deck, it feels ultimate premium. So not only does it feel good just stepping on it, it has great concave, it has great size to it, and it has a little bit of flex. The little bit of flex helps a lot. Now I must admit, as premium and as solid as this board feels, it felt very strange at first. I rode it for a good 15 to 20 minutes outside the event just to try to get used to it, and I still exactly wasn't used to it. I own a lot of boards and I hop from different setups to different setups daily. It's just a very unorthodox setup. However, I do understand what they're going for the more and more I rode it. It corrects your positioning in case it feels any kind of strange wiggling at higher speeds. Now, I didn't take it at higher speeds because it still felt a little foreign to me, but I'm sure if I rode it for a good day or so, I would get used to it. I feel like it kind of mimics Stooge 3-link trucks, but with a smaller wheelbase and a more comfortable setup. Also, the Rockus comes with a brand new remote that's colored screen and color coordinated. It also has all the telemetry information you need to adjust the board to your liking as a rider. Now here is the brand new Endeavor GT gear drive setup. I wasn't planning on demoing this board, but I'm very glad I did. It is super comfortable, very agile, high off the ground, which I thought I would hate, but I really didn't. I really shredded the crap out of this thing and I had a lot of fun instantly. It didn't take me long to get used to it, and again, it was just a lot of fun. I can't wait to get this board to my house and ride it on the trails. I truly mean that, and I don't like mountain boards whatsoever. I don't exactly know all the specs to this particular board, but I do know the regular Endeavor GT packs a massive battery, has a lot of good features, and we all know customer service with Propel is top notch. What I also like about Propel is that they have real riders testing their boards. A lot of China brands just simply have these riders riding in a straight line and just doing basic testing to make sure the board runs fine. But as for the Endeavor GT gear drive, I went in hoping that the Endurance 2.0 Plus would be my favorite board, or the Rockus, and it actually turned out to be this new gear drive Endeavor GT. I don't like mountain boards and I don't like gear drives, yet this is my favorite board that I demoed at the event. As for this Radium Mach One board, man, this thing is just awesome looking. I love how low to the ground and sleek this board is, yet it's packing a 1089 watt hour battery 12S6P. Of course, they're using their own motors that are 6485, 205 kV, packing 300 amps. Also, their 125mm SBR rubber compound wheels look very interesting. Meepo was showing off their gear drive Meepo Hurricane and their gear drive Voyager. I really like this street setup Voyager that's gear drive. Again, I normally don't like gear drive. This looks pretty cool with this setup. Their race board was out on the track the entire time, so I didn't have a close look at that. As for Acedeck. Acedeck is doing it again, guys. They just won't stop. They have a boutique killer coming.
Well, it looks like they officially kicked out all boutique boards. Correct.
I don't want any company to sink. I don't want that. But Acedeck is somehow maximizing performance, quality, range, and customer service, all with extremely good pricing. I don't see any boutique company surviving after this, possibly Lorentz. Lorentz is much more involved with the community than any other boutique company that I've seen, and they also have smaller boards in the works. As for Acedeck's own boutique board, I think they're calling that the Z5. As you can see, the trucks and the wheels are quite unique, very big and extremely well polished, and the tire itself just looks insanely good quality along with a huge contact patch. Honestly, the value in Acedeck is just insane. As for going over to the Mad Eastgate booth, these guys are awesome. The entire team is super friendly. I've been talking to them for years. Some of them I haven't met yet in person, and some of them I have last year at ESK8CON 2023. But we all know their 105mm wheels are awesome, and they got new and bigger ones coming. The first official day of ESK8CON was a success, and someone gave me my card right away. And at nighttime, a bunch of us got together and we all united in Scott Davies' suite, and we did a podcast on Cali Eastgate Show. Dallas was attending, Thomas B-Boy Stretch, myself, Drew, Corey City Surfer, Eric from Shredlights, his partner, Craig Taylor YouTube from Australia, Dina, and of course, Scott Davies himself. Now, of course, we had the two hosts of the actual show. His name is Carlos and also Jimmy. So keep on the lookout for this on Cali Eastgate Show YouTube channel. We had tons of fun and it's definitely worth a watch. So it should be up on their YouTube channel somewhat soon. Thank you for watching, guys. Please comment, like, share, subscribe. Have a good one, guys.